You can program yourself now. So you got to be careful because you can program yourself, and most of the time the negative is going to come because your spirit wants negative things to happen to you because it don't want a part of this world no more. It wants to get to another level. So it's not going to make things easy for you in this particular world. So when things start happening on a messed up level, be happy. In the Gospel of Thomas, which is the book that was dug out of Egypt in 1945, which the Gospel of Thomas, which I'll go into, there was the original Jesus, which has nothing to do with the Jesus of the historical Jesus. Historical Jesus never existed.
Check.
Amen.
Check.
That never existed. The Roman government took the original scriptures of a Jesus that is supposed to come in the last days, which is an eschatology, and they wrote a historical person. But the original Jesus that is saying certain things is in, if you get a book, the Gospel of Thomas, you can get, let me show you one. This is the one you can get. This is one excerpt of the Gospel of Thomas dug up in 1945. And in here it tells you, if you search and keep searching until you find. But when you find, you will be disturbed. And when you are disturbed, know that that is the end. Know that you are at the kingdom of heaven. So now if you are disturbed about a lot of things, that's good, because you're only disturbed about it on the physical. But then again, on the other hand, that's good, because you don't want no part of this bullshit. You get the concept, you got to reverse everything. See, we're dealing with what's called quantum physics or chaos physics. The only way your mind can grow is you can't not allow things that you think feels good. You understand what I'm saying? Or things that you think makes logical sense. Because the logic is only subject to the physical realm. So if it's logical, mundane, rational, social, economical, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about we're another whole nother being. You understand what I'm saying? So take for instance, when some people at first heard me, they said, that nigga talking crazy shit. That's some crazy stuff that brother talking. But what's happening is this. Always accept the crazy stuff. I'm gonna explain what I'm talking about here. What you do is you gotta reverse. You got a certain way of thinking all your life, and yet your life is fucked up. We can't make nothing work by ourselves. Right? Can't make nothing work, but that means that obviously the path that we think is so sound and grounded might not necessarily be for us. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you notice, every person we see, black people discussing us on TV, it's the same thing. We don't own this. We don't have enough economics here. We don't have this here. We don't produce this for ourselves. And that sounds good. But what you're talking about here, that sounds mediocrity, because you're lining that up with what the white man doing. And he's only following what you did a couple of eons ago. Remember now, you don't supposed to be doing what you did a couple of eons ago because you're supposed to be going higher than that. Check. So that means you got a blueprint of what the white man doing, and the white man is only following you because that's the only realm he can deal with. It's some leftover shit because he's not a higher being. Right. You gave this up and gave it to him and went to sleep. Went into a cocoon so you can be a metamorphosis. So when you go into a cocoon or go into sleep, you don't supposed to come out and be what you were before you went into the metamorphosis. What the fuck you went into a metamorphosis for in the first place? You understand where I'm coming from here? Yes, sir. So now the key here is this. You got to think on another level. So you hear them all talking about on TV. We don't have enough economics. We don't have enough vote power. We don't have enough this. We're not even getting into that in the God school because we are God. So I fucking damn, I'm not the white man. And I'm not what I used to be 2,000 years ago. I'm going to the transformation level. So in that case is you're supposed to think of way out shit. And then after a while what will happen is this. See, what's happening is this, the reason why you can't explain, you can't detect spiritual things. Because your mind, see, your mind only deals with what you train it to do. So if you're constantly thinking on the political, mundane, everyday life, Saturday with a new fence, oh, my child was born yesterday, what kind of thing, you know, just Monday, and even if you got on a suit and tie, I'm thinking of IBM and all this here. Your mind is only capable of thinking or perceiving what you program it to do. All right. You understand where I'm coming from? So when you hear right knowledge, it sounds crazy. That's because your mind is not trained to receive it.